So it actually begins with Take-Two Interactive, the parent company of Rockstar Games, making this announcement that they have a Q1 2023 earnings call conference. It's going to be happening on August 8th, 2022 at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So for those of you guys on the West Coast of the US, that's about 1:30 in the afternoon. For those of you guys in Europe or the UK, that's a little bit closer to maybe 9:30, 10:30 at night. And that's actually going to be happening on a Monday. So it's actually not that far away. We're kind of like 4 weeks from it actually coming out, which is really cool. And to me, this means Grand Theft Auto 6 news is on the way. Now, why do I say that? Because typically in the past, Rockstar have made bold announcements right before these earnings calls. And the reason they do so is it then gives Take-Two Interactive the ability and option to talk about said things on that earnings call where they're interacting with shareholders and people that have a vested business interest in the company. And that is really the bottom line here, is making money, being profitable, being a company that is exciting and that people want to invest in. And Rockstar officially talking about Grand Theft Auto 6, I think would be huge. Now, Rockstar did tell us to stay tuned to the Newswire for more news in the coming months. And I don't know if that would mean within the next month, because remember, Rockstar put that Newswire out on July 7th, and that would basically be August 8th. That's about 1 month away. I don't know. Would they talk about more GTA 6 news before that? I think it's a possibility. Rockstar went kind of like 4 or 5 months from the last time they talked about GTA 6. Remember, it was February 4th, 2022, all the way to July 7th, 2022. That's obviously a big gap. I mean, it's 5 months. It's almost half a year. Now, I don't suspect Rockstar is going to do that again, especially if they legitimately do have plans to get Grand Theft Auto 6 out the door in 2023 and 2024. They have to eventually, at some point in time, start talking about this game, because they're not just going to say, hey, surprise, here's GTA 6. It's ready for you guys to play and enjoy. That's not going to be the case. So again, hopefully we get some more information soon. That date is a pretty good indication that something could happen. I think it lines up very nicely because by then we will already have a Grand Theft Auto Online DLC out, so there won't be any need to really talk about that. And we'll kind of be right in this middle point of where there isn't a whole lot going on, which would give Rockstar the perfect chance to sort of steal the spotlight and talk about GTA 6. Now, it's unlikely that they would do it on that date, although it is possible. I would argue, though, that Rockstar might do it sometime before, since that is happening on a Monday. Maybe we look at August 5th, which is a Friday, or anytime during that week. Just something to think about. I'll definitely be sure to keep you guys posted, though. That's for sure. Now, one thing that's also interesting about this date today, which is July 12th, 2022, it actually marks 10 years since the very first GTA 5 screenshots were revealed by Rockstar in a Q&A session. So on July 12th, 2012, Rockstar did an Asked and Answer article talking about Max Payne 3 and Grand Theft Auto 5, which they haven't done in a long time. And in this article, they gave us some small details on GTA 5, how they're continuing to work on the game, but they also revealed 2 screenshots of GTA 5 as well. And this is the first time we got to see the game, and obviously fans were so excited. And what's interesting is that was the first time we got to see the game, and it came out just over a year later. So you can kind of see how things start to turn really quickly for Rockstar once they start revealing stuff. It means the game will probably come out relatively soon.
Now, earlier this year in February, Rockstar Games finally announced that GTA 6 is in, quote, active development. Now, this came after many months and even years of rumors of Rockstar working on GTA 6 behind the scenes without revealing it to the public. Now, to this day, Rockstar Games has not revealed any details about the gameplay, the storyline, or even the location of the game. In fact, they have not called GTA 6 by name, but instead they call it the next generation of Grand Theft Auto. Now, one of the more interesting developments that we learned quite recently is that Rockstar Games has allegedly scrapped almost all other projects within the company to focus solely on GTA 6. For example, Rockstar Games was allegedly working on a GTA 4 remaster, as well as a Red Dead Redemption 2 next-gen version for the PS5 and Xbox Series X. Both of those were scrapped, and instead the developers working on those games were instead moved to GTA 6. So it's pretty clear that GTA 6 is a main priority for Rockstar, and they want to get it released as soon as possible. Now, for all of you out there that were excited for GTA 4 Remastered and the PS5 and Xbox Series X versions of Red Dead Redemption 2, according to Test Funds, which as most of you probably already know by now is a super reliable source in the community for all news surrounding Rockstar Games, he did say that these projects aren't technically cancelled, however they have been dramatically slowed down and will likely be picked up again after the release of GTA 6. Now, in Rockstar's newest blog post where they discuss GTA 6, they did say the following. Over the past few years, we have been steadily moving more development resources towards the next entry in the Grand Theft Auto series, understanding more than ever the need to exceed player expectations. And for this, the next entry, to be the best it can possibly be. As a result, we are in the process of making some changes to how we support Red Dead Online. Now, this unfortunately came as the announcement that Red Dead Online is being pretty much shut down in terms of new content. Rockstar Games will continue supporting Red Dead Online with new, smaller DLC. However, in terms of full-fledged updates with new stories and new types of missions, those are likely not going to be coming anytime soon. Now, what I think is really important about this entire update is that Rockstar deeply understands that player expectations are higher than ever. Now, prior to GTA 6, the Grand Theft Auto series has always been a staple of video games. It pretty much shapes the next decade of video games every time it is released, and a lot of other publishers and developers look at the Grand Theft Auto series for the latest emerging technology and the best storytelling out there. And on top of all of that, the hype and the expectations for GTA 6 specifically are higher than ever, especially after the major success of Grand Theft Auto Online that Rockstar was never planning to happen originally. Grand Theft Auto Online was a major success that Rockstar never was anticipating to begin with, but now because of it, the expectations, especially for both the single player and especially the online, are higher than ever, and Rockstar Games is doing everything they can to exceed those expectations. Now, these thoughts were echoed by Rockstar Games CEO Strauss Zelnick on multiple occasions. He did say that they are focusing on quality, and while they do want to get the game released as soon as possible to have it in players' hands, they don't want to do that at the expense of the actual quality of the gameplay. So this really goes back to the same simple philosophy that Rockstar Games has always had, which is quality over quantity. And this is especially going to be true with GTA 6. And in addition, one of the things that Strauss Zelnick really wanted to stress on multiple occasions when he was asked about GTA 6 is that they will not be revealing anything about the game until it is ready at a state for them to be able to show it. A lot of other game publishers show a lot of betas and alphas and really just very early development versions of the game, and a lot of the times the end result is completely different because after all, game development changes rapidly. So what Rockstar really wants to do is to showcase the best version of the game that best represents what they're going to release. If you take a look at the original trailer of GTA 5, the actual release product not only was similar, but was actually better in a lot of ways, including the graphics being way more clear and the mechanics being a lot more smooth. Now, another thing worth remembering is that Rockstar Games and their parent company Take-Two Interactive did estimate a revenue boost in mid-2024. Now, the last time that Rockstar Games and Take-Two Interactive estimated a revenue boost like this was when they released Red Dead Redemption 2, which was their previous major release for Rockstar Games. So it seems like at the moment Rockstar Games is planning to release GTA 6 sometime in mid-2024, but as usual, things are subject to change. So I'm super looking forward to the announcement of GTA 6, which will hopefully be coming sometime later this year, but in the meantime, as usual, it is a good idea to stay updated on the Rockstar Games social media, the Rockstar Games Newswire, as well as this YouTube channel for the latest news surrounding all of this.